Tumekubaliana. Kasongo aende asiende? Wangapi wanasema Kasongo aende? Mimi nataka watu ya Kitengela, mutaniunga mkono twende mbele. Mutaniunga mkono. Wangapi wanasema nishikane na Kalonzo Musyoka? Wangapi wanasema nishikane na Eugene Wamalwa? Wangapi wanasema tushikane na Fred Matiang'i? Wangapi wanasema Kasongo aende nyumbani? Mimi niko na kiongozi wa maana katika Kajiado. Huyu senata anaitwa Seki. Ni muungwana. Alipewa pesa auze sisi akakataa. Akatishwa akakataa. Na huyu senata anaitwa Seki, naomba muunge.
As you have heard, ladies and gentlemen, Rigathi Gachagua has decided to endorse Kalonzo Musyoka and Matiang'i to be the leaders whom they are going to form a coalition together so that they can rally against William Ruto come 2027 elections. And so, ladies and gentlemen, how are they going to work together so that they make sure that they are having a lot of mass support, a lot of numbers to send away Rigathi Gachagua, to send away William Ruto at home, now that Rigathi Gachagua cannot run as a candidate, maybe due to one reason or another, because of his political reputation. Now, these leaders must be very, very careful on some certain aspects, because they should never repeat the mistakes that had happened earlier during previous elections. One of these mistakes is that this coalition of Rigathi Gachagua, Martha Karua, this Kalonzo Musyoka and others should never repeat the mistake of having a weak candidate and running mate. This is because in the previous election, that mistake happened, whereby the strong candidate was Raila Amolo Odinga and the weak running mate was this Martha Karua. And so, because of the weak running mate, it made Raila Odinga to lose this election, because if you compare the number that Martha Karua brought on the table and the number that Raila Odinga brought on the table, it was typically difficult for them to win, because the number that Karua had brought, who was the running mate by then, was very little, could not boost anything on the table. Another thing that these people should avoid, it is about to have other alternative of the problems that this government is having right now. For example, this government is using the bottom-up economic strategy, the issue of affordable housing, and other things about their ruling. And so, Martha Karua and the other coalition of Rigathi Gachagua, they should look for another alternative of how they can provide solution to problems. Maybe if they feel like using the bottom-up economy strategy is something that can have another alternative, they should provide that solution so that this coalition can defeat the sitting government. We also have another thing, this issue of having the ground or grassroots mobilization. It is very critical to have these leaders who are very vibrant on social media or in urban cities, but in the rural areas, mashinani, counties, and every places of Kenya, they have never been heard there. They have never traveled to those places. They are not even recognized as leaders. This is very, very essential, because if you hear a leader has been elected, it has to start from the grassroots mobilization. Apart from grassroots mobilization, this is done through their agents, registering of various voters and members to run their parties. And so they should do a vigorous exercise of making sure that from the ground these leaders are very relevant, starting from the national and the areas, the locals, reaching places where it is difficult for them to understand maybe what political language is. But if you reach there physically, you are able to convince these residents. And so they should avoid dwelling on on the social media or digital things, and make sure to go in the grassroots level, so that that mwananchi who cannot understand anything to do with the WhatsApp, Twitter or Telegram can have a touch or a feeling of what this leader is bringing on the table. And so another issue, they should avoid ethnic and tribal or regional politics. This is because right now our strategy in politics is divided within tribes, within regions, and it is affecting us so much. And so they should balance between regions, tribe, and other things. For example, it is very recommendable that a party should be a national party in this way. It should be registered in all 47 counties. It should have at least an influence that can impact this ruling. For example, this UDA party or ODM party or NAK party should be present everywhere in Kenya, not only in Nairobi, not only in Mount Kenya or in Kisii, not only in Trans Nzoia or Nyeri. These parties should be a national parties whereby it should touch all regions, starting from maybe coastal regions, western region, the lake region, Mount Kenya, everywhere. This party should be a national party and avoid issues to do with the ethnic or tribal politics. And so we have finally, not last one, but almost finishing. Another one we have, they should develop a clear alternative vision. For example, we had talked about maybe providing a solution to a problem. For example, they should sit down and look at the problem that this government is enduring right now. Maybe people do not want maybe certain issue to do maybe with the build construction of roads, they need food, or they need bursaries, or they need to build bridges. And so the coalition that is going to be formed, they should look for urgent alternatives that can suit these problems that wananchi are facing, and they should provide that extra mile to make sure that the manifesto looks clear and more important to the people than what this government is providing. And by doing that, they might be able to win a lot of numbers. And finally, we have, they should form a united coalition by avoiding fragmentation or this issue of separation. They should also avoid the issues of running across leaders who are not famous. They should look for influential leaders. For example, this coalition should be strong. For example, if we look the political parties that have been registered in Kenya right now, there are very many political parties. But after the elections or before the elections, most of these coalitions usually separate, and we realize there is a new formation of political parties and new coalitions. And so for Rigathi Gachagua and his team to defeat Raila Odinga, maybe if we might join hands with Ruto or defeat Ruto himself, they must be strong on their coalition. They must be looking for themselves for suitable candidates who can rally against this government. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if Rigathi Gachagua is really determined to revenge his ouster from the government through championing the politics that can throw away President William Samoei Ruto, then he should look at strategic points, strategic goals that he will win in Kenya so that he can secure chances in the government. But if he cannot follow the right procedures, remain relevant, strong, and make politics the grassroots, avoid issues to do with a lot of social media, camping around major towns instead of the rural or mashinani, then it is going to be very difficult for them. And again, something that is very important is that they should mobilize the youths, because we know the youths have a lot of big percentage in Kenya right now. And so if they can mobilize the youths to stand with them in this coalition, then they can be sure of defeating President William Samoei Ruto. I don't know what is your feeling or your opinion about this analysis, but if you agree with me or you disagree with me, give me a like, send me an opinion in the comment section. I'll be replying. Have a good day.